sponsored by the Wine Festival and will be for the first ever Lucha Libre and Low Rider Championship. Introducing first, from Venice, California, weighing in at 174 pounds, the Brian Kendrick!
Main event time here at Northwest Pro, and we are in for quite a treat. Wouldn't you say, Scholar, if that is your real name?
These people aren't worthy of laying their eyes on such a prestigious competitor like me, Brian Kendrick.
The Brian Kendrick, Spanky, Leonardo Spanky, call him whatever you want to, but the fact of the matter is, Kendrick can still go. One of the all-time greats of the industry, blessing the good people at Northwest Pro here tonight with his presence, but he's going to have quite the challenge.
I dare say that he looks 20 years younger, looks like the prime of his youth.
And here comes his opponent, the man who won a contest on the show earlier this afternoon to earn the opportunity to wrestle Brian Kendrick. Helcon. Scholar, in your opinion, what's it going to take for this young man to be able to defeat someone the caliber of Brian Kendrick?
There's nothing this competitor can do.
Oh,
the
come
Brian Kendrick, there's a reason why he's called the man with the plan. And that plan is to become the first ever Lucha Libre Lowriders champion.
A lot of prestige on the line in this historic match here tonight. And what a main event this is going to be.
Main event that these people are not worthy of.
Well, you know, you've questioned the worth of these fans quite a number of times tonight. I do think they're very worthy to see this contest, and I think it's going to be a contest that they will never forget. Brian Kendrick starting out here with a standard arm wringer, but a good one, keeping it close to the neck there. Tripped up there by Helcon. Headlock. Looks like he's got in there pretty snugly. Kendrick locking in a submission hold of his own here. Of course, trained by the great Shawn Michaels, Rudy Boy Gonzalez at Texas Wrestling Academy. At one point, of course, called the Shawn Michaels Wrestling Academy.
You see that veteran prowess on display by Brian Kendrick.
I'm never, you know, you can question his tactics, but I'm never going to question the skill of Brian Kendrick and all that he's done. Not only was he trained by Shawn Michaels, but also had some training by the late great Tracy Smothers, one of the all-time underrated competitors of this industry that I had the pleasure to be in the ring with. And, you know, Shawn Michaels and Tracy Smothers, two very different styles, but Brian Kendrick, you know, he utilizes a lot of different styles in his playbook. He's done it all in this business. Former WWE Tag Team Champion, one of the longest reigning, I believe the longest reigning SmackDown Tag Team Champion at one point. And again, hooking in that arm wringer here. You know, some would argue that at one point Brian Kendrick was the WWE champion, even if it was unofficial, for a few minutes back at WWE Unforgiven 2008, Cleveland, Ohio. I was in attendance for that one, scholar. Did you know that?
I wouldn't keep tabs on your beautiful little life.
Well, you
But
better
you
keep
are
tabs
right.
on this match.
That the Brian Kendrick, he was rightfully the WWE champion. Until he was unrightfully robbed of it.
Helcon locking the legs here, grabbing the wrist. A little bit of a surfboard style maneuver here, but Brian quickly getting to the ropes again. That veteran instinct. What did I say earlier, Scholar? The best thing that you could know in this business is ring positioning. Positioning and timing, incredibly important. And 9 times out of 10, when you got that, it's going to save you. It's going to save the match. And of course, you know the importance of the winner's end of the purse here. That's what Brian Kendrick wants on top of the championship gold. Brian goes for the clothesline there. Big head scissors takes Brian Kendrick down right into the drop kick. And the veteran is on the outside reeling, Scholar.
I will.
Wow.
You have till 20. Let's go. 1.
He's taking a very calculated break. He's taking his time to recuperate and think of a masterful plan in order to put away that unworthy Helcon Negro.
I don't know if I would say Helcon Negro is unworthy. He, again, had a hard-fought victory earlier this afternoon getting this contest, and that was a hell of an arm drag, springing off the top rope, working over Kendrick in the corner here. Kendrick not going to take that, sitting down, but nope, he's back in the corner. Helcon back in control here.
Look at this referee not keeping. He needs to let what is going on? He needs to keep Helcon Negro away from the Brian Kendrick. He's not giving Brian Kendrick a chance to breathe. Multiple times.
Brian
out of the
looks
corner.
like he's trying to get out of the building, but that's not going to happen right now. And we got some kids out there taking some, you could argue, cheap shots on the Brian Kendrick with the chops.
Just like that buffoon, that ape lumberjack, that Helcon Negro is trying to recruit child soldiers into his match. There's got to be some child labor laws that are being broken right now.
Brian went for a knee there and missed, and now he's favoring that particular limb. Big forearm shot by Helcon Negro. Big back elbow. Helcon geeing up these fans as he goes to the top rope. Brian stumbled into the ref. Don't know if he did that on purpose or not. But be that as
he
it
didn't stumble.
I
He clearly used his intelligence to ring the ropes to get Helcon Negro off.
So you're saying he purposely cheated?
What do you mean
Purposely pushed the ref into the rope.
Cheat. I didn't see him push that referee. That referee was in his way.
I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but it sounds like you're saying that Brian Kendrick cheated here. But
No.
Whatever the case is, Brian Kendrick going to the work on the leg of Helcon Negro. Brian does have to the count of 5, and he broke it, but he's going to utilize every single millisecond of that count. Laying in the kicks to the upper back thigh and an elbow to the inner limb of that leg there.
Well, it's very clear that the Brian Kendrick is using his expertise, his game plan is to clearly take away the lucha powers of Helcon Negro.
I won't dispute that. Listen, those luchadors are known for their high flying, and while Brian can do some high flying of his own, if he can ground the high flying game of his opponent, that clearly is going to leave him at a very distinct advantage in this contest, because if that luchador can't fly, it's going to very much limit him in this contest, and he's going to need every move in his arsenal if he's going to beat someone the caliber of Brian Kendrick. Big clothesline in the corner, but he missed. Up and over to Helcon. Blocked the shot, turnbuckle, eaten by Brian Kendrick. He's looking a lot like George Animal Steel right now. Is off the top rope. Negro with the big cross body, that could do it. No. Close, but no cigar. Crucifix pin there. Brian kicked out. Helcon needs to follow up quickly.
Out of the corner.
Shoots him into the corner hard, Buckle.
But misses with that splash.
Oh, right in the sternum there. He's gonna feel that for sure. Brian trips him down. Wraps the leg there with figure 4 leg lock. Shades of the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
And I can already tell, I can predict that this will spell the doom of Helcon Negro.
You think Brian Kendrick's gonna beat him with a figure 4 leg lock? I'm not questioning the ability of the figure 4, but we got a reversal there. I'm just saying that I've never seen Brian Kendrick win a match with a figure 4 leg lock, and I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna be tonight, quite frankly. Schoolboy by Negro. Kick out by Brian. Brian already back up on his feet. Super kick to the side of the temple. Big suplex attempt, but no. Negro slides out, goes for the Rana, got him, wrapped him up for the pin. That's it! That is it! Just like that! Scholar, this is an upset.
Damn right this is an upset. B. Brian Kendrick was robbed. He should be the new Lucha Libre Lowriders champion. Did you not see him, Helcon Negro, pulling his tights?
I did not see that actually, but I do see a show of respect from Brian Kendrick. He's not happy, but you know, he was in Ring of Honor at one point. He knows about the code of honor, and he showed him a very honorable gesture by shaking the hand of the man who beat him fair and square, Helcon Negro, tonight. And what a moment. This has got to be a career highlight for Helcon Negro. And it's a career highlight. It's a highlight for these fans in attendance tonight who just witnessed history at Northwest Pro.
Yep.
What a moment. What a night. I'm so proud. Happy that we could be a part of this historic moment with you all tonight here. On behalf of this idiot, the Scholar, I am the handicapped hero, Gregory Iron, and I'm wishing you all the best. And until next time, kiss goodbye.
Speak for yourself.
No kiss? Okay, all right. Very insulting.